Hi guys, this is Shweta Shaw again. This is the second part of our auto liking vote on Instagram. Earlier we have done the login part. Now we have to open the link of the person and move on to checking whether the liking is done or not. Okay, so let me continue from where we have left in our previous video. If you have not seen that video first, please check on that video. I'll be putting the link in the description. And after that, you can come back here and continue from. Okay, so let's start. Uh, we have logged into Instagram. Till here we are done in the previous video. Now, what is my next task? Next task is to open the link of the target person. Let me use the link of Vicky Costel only. Let's actually, yeah, this particular link. Okay. So I'll just come back to my program and what function I have to use? Browser dot get and the link of page. Now just remember, once the click button is clicked, a new page is opening, right? So it's better to give a sleep here for some time so that there is no unnecessary errors thrown at us. So let's give a sleep of 3 seconds. And here now, depending on your connection, maybe your pages are opening much faster than mine. You may need to bring this time down. But maybe if your connection is weaker than mine, you have to push the time more. Okay. So now, once this new pages are opening, I'll be putting a sleep again so that there is no problem and all. Let's put a sleep of 5 seconds. So let me just run this and see what is happening here. And yeah, it opened the page. Okay. Now, what we have to do, let me close the other opened windows first of all. Yeah. Now, what I have to do, I have to check. Now, my task is to click on this particular post, right? So let's just check how this particular post is stored in the HTML code. Let me just open this one. Yeah. Let me just zoom in a bit. Okay. So if you see, mm, yeah. So there is this particular div element which is highlighting the first of all the posts, right? If you click on this one, then there are these three div elements. First one, second one, and third one. Now, what you have to do, you have to select the first one and click on this so that it opens up, right? And to do that, I think we have to come up to this anchor element, which is holding the stuff, the everything over here. So let's try to search this particular div element and then enter into the first div of it, which is this one, and then enter into it A, and then finally click on this one. Okay. Now let me just write let me just copy this from here and I'll be writing the XPath for this one. Okay. So I have to write browser dot find element by XPath. Here I have to create the XPath. It is a div element with the class I have copied over here. Okay, let's close this. But this is not the whole XPath. Inside this div element, I have to go to the first div element. For that, I'll be using the number like this. And after that, I have to go to the A element, the anchor element. So whenever you have to use a nested XPath, you just, I mean, whenever you need to reach to the mother element, and inside you have to enter inside that to access the child element, you just segregate them by some forward slashes and one forward slashes per layer. Okay, so this is gonna be the element I'm interested in. And once this is done, I will be clicking on it, right? So either you can save it in some variable and click it, or you can directly click it like this. Dot click. Okay, this will be opening the first post. Let me see if it is working the way we want it. So the page has appeared and here the particular post has been opened. Okay. So we are now at our last stage. I mean, last two steps to check if it has already been liked by me or not. If not, I will have to like it. So let me just close the other window. It somehow, I mean, makes me anxious if a lot of windows are open. So let me just maximize this one. Now, once this has appeared, let me unlike this at first. Okay. Once this has appeared, I have to again check how this, like what change is being created when this button is clicked. Okay. So just pay some attention over here. Let me right click, inspect, and of course, this has to be open. Now, let me search how this button is stored at first. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah. And let's put it a bit here. Okay. So let's see what changes are going to be there. Yeah. So basically, this is the element. This is the button element. If you see, I mean, this pan element is holding this whole button, and there are different sub elements inside this. Okay. So inside this pan element, there is a button element. Okay. Inside this button element, there are two div elements, and this particular heart is stored in the second div element. Okay. Fine. Inside this div element, there is one pan and there is one SVG element. Whatever we saw here, let me note these things down. Okay, so that we can compare what changes are there. Okay, so first of all, there is some span element whose class is underscore A, and W. After that, there is a button element. Okay, after that, there is a div element. I mean, the second div element. After that, there is another span element. And after that span element, there is this SVG. Okay, fine. There is this SVG, which is holding the like button. Now let me try and do one thing. Let me like this and see what change appears. Okay, so once I like this, see if you notice, let me unlike it again. Now the moment I will click on the like button, you have to notice the right side so that you see some changes are happening. So let me just click this and you saw some things highlighted and stuff happened over there. Now let me compare like how this particular page is, I'm sorry, how this button is stored so that we can understand if there's any change or not. Okay. Now, mm, yeah, this pan element is there. Then this button element is also there. Inside this button element, earlier there were two div elements, but now there is a single div element. Okay. Inside this div element, there is a pan and there is this SVG. So major change is this second div element. Okay, this second development. That means if I have not liked it, this will be the expert. If I have liked it already, this particular element will not be present. So if let's say I have liked this post, it has opened and I have liked it. But if I try to open this particular expert, it will throw me an error that the element has not been found because the expert changes the moment this is liked. Now this is the information I'll be using for my task. Okay, so let me just close this and let us check. So what I have to do once this is opening after this, so let me give a sleep of some, let's say 2 seconds. Okay. Now I'll write browser dot find element by xpath. Okay. Now let me the write, I mean the xpath which is present when the button is not light. I mean the post is not light. Okay. Let me put that xpath at first. So over here, let me undo this. Yeah. So there is this span element with this class. Let me copy this. Come here. It is a span element and the class is like this. After that, what is there? After that, there is a button, then div2 and then another span. Okay. So there is a button, then a div2 and another span. So what I have to do, I have to click this one, right? So dot click. And let me just print light, just print light so that we know something has happened. Okay. Now for now, let me just, unlike this is unlike only, let me run this program to see what is happening. Abhi tak what I have done till now. Let me run this. It will be taking 5 to 10 seconds because there are different steps which are taking place. So let us just wait till then. Yeah. So if you notice, this red button, I mean, this light has been turned into red. That means I have liked it, right? And here also, I got this message of live. Now let me run this again to show you what if a post is already live, then what happens over there. I mean, how does my code behave if the post if the post is already live? Okay, let's see what is happening. Till here, everything is fine. The things are going the way they should be. All okay till here? Okay, it appeared. And if you see, here I have got an error that no such element exception, as we predicted it earlier. Now what I can do, I can use a try except block. A try except block. Now what does a try except block do? So let's say I just try to do something. Okay, let me just write code one. So I just tried to run the code one, but there was some error in the code. Then, if I have given an except block as well, let's say here I have given another code. So what will happen? First, my code will try the code inside the try block, code one. If it runs, it is good. It will directly come, let's say, out of it. Let's say here it is written print done. It will directly print the done. Okay. But if this try is giving you some kind of error, that means those codes could not be run through our program. So here it will be coming inside the except block and it will try to run the code inside the except block. Okay. Now we will be using the same concept over our project so that we can accomplish the task. Now I will put this thing inside a try block like this. Okay. And sorry, in except, I'm just gonna print no new posts because I'm assuming that running this code you will be liking all the posts of the person. So if all the posts are like that means no new posts are there. So let me just run this now and see what happens. Okay. Again, it's gonna take some moment, so let's just wait for it. Okay, I think I have got something there. So see, now instead of getting any error, I have got this particular method of no new post. Now let me quickly do one thing unlike this and run this again to see what happens if it is like entering a new post, right? So here you can see it has been light and here the light has been printed. So this is how you can find the latest post of the person you want to have your target as and like all their newer posts in Instagram using Python. Okay. So this is all for this video. I hope you try this code by yourself. If you get any errors or if you do not understand any part, you can comment down below or you can raise a question on Quora page of Agent Brain. Till then, thank you.